Hi, I'm Sue Scavlem, Tony Scavlem's wife. Lucky me. And I am the maker behind the logo and website for Living with HATTR. It was a work of love, but it was also the hardest design project I have ever done. I'm a visual storyteller during the day. That's my day job. I'm a marketing coordinator and I do my own design work for other clients as well. But every time I would post a photo or write a piece of the blog, sometimes I would just have to stop and cry or not cry, whatever it took to get through it. And I wanted to share with you the look and feel story, the behind the scenes story, whatever you want to call it, the story behind the logo and Tony's story coming together and being put online. My husband is a very private person. He is very much like the owl in the logo. He's wise, he's silent, he is really good at sneaking up on people. And I am convinced that the owl is his spirit animal. So that was going to be a part of the logo no matter what. But you'll also notice the owl is flying over the moon, and there's that really high contrast between the two. And I wanted to show the wisdom, the freedom of flight, the wisdom of the owl, and the hope and clarity of the moon, along with, that dark silhouette of the unknown. An owl flying with the moon is a little bit mysterious. It's a little bit uncanny. It's a little bit uncertain. And it's not knowable, just like our future right now. And somehow this logo came together and became all of them. And that is wonderful. That's kind of what we hope for when I meet with a client and talk them through, what do you want to represent? Who do you want to attract? And all of those things came together to represent Tony. Then we had to come up with a name and also something that would be easy for people to remember. So amyloidosis, not super easy for people to say, much less remember. It's like Amy and then Lloyd and then dosis. So if that helps you, Amy Lloyd. So amyloidosis is how it's said and spelled. And it's hard for people to remember to type in all those things for Googling, much less a website. So we also know that there's an acronym called HATTR for the hereditary type of amyloidosis, which is what Tony has. H stands for hereditary, A stands for amyloidosis, and then the TTR is the protein that misfolds and produces the amyloids, which is what Tony's body has. So Living with HATTR was born because Tony didn't want fighting. I was like, Amy voice versus Lloyd would make really cool t-shirts. And he was like, I'm not a fighter. And I'm like, right on. So we wanted to focus on a verb that was more than the disease, because Tony is more than his disease. And if you're living with amyloidosis, so are you. So we came up with the phrase living with amyloidosis, because that's really what our goal is. We're reframing our life. We're reframing how our family works, what we need, what we can do. And all of that is part of living. We don't know how long Tony will have with treatment, but we are hopeful that there will be enough help with the treatment to eventually get him to the point where he's alive during the cure. So you can help with us and you can come with us on our journey. And this is the story of the behind the scenes of living with HATTR.com.